Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down here for this offense. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
It's a fumble. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the completion made. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. Second down after that completion. They'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oh, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Very efficient on third down, and now it's first down and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And there's the handoff. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And at first down, they go right back to him. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Pressure is coming. Catch made by the tight end. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Wells. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his back. It's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Here comes the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Wyoming. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And now the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on second down. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Heck of a ride for a very competitive first three quarters if you check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the option play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
So Wyoming's offense comes back out onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. You give it to the big fullback here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the 1st down. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. The big fullback's got it here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down play coming up. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the 1st down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires it. The pass is caught, but they say he's out of bounds, so an incompletion. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. So the offense will come to the line, needing less than a yard to convert here on 3rd down from the 20. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Touchdown, Wyoming. This air attack is still unstoppable. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit.
Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Wyoming Cowboys.